Welcome to your year ahead 2014 astrology forecast. This is a general reading for the Sun in Aries, the Moon in Aries, and the Ascendant Aries. Now, your ruling planet, Mars, is a major player in 2014. Mars entered Libra on December 8th and will be in Libra until July 27th. Libra is 7 signs from you. Libra rules the area of your life that has to do with relationships, husband, wife, partner, intimate partner, as well as business partners, colleagues, your public. So having Mars in the area of relationships is going to give you a window into your own unconscious mind, because relationships are mirrors for us. Relationships mirror back to us things we may not even be consciously aware of. 90% of the brain is subconscious and unconscious, so there's many aspects to our personality that we're not aware of that we oftentimes project onto others, and then they mirror them back to us. That's why relationships are so important for us, because they give us an opportunity to see deeply inside of ourselves and really get to know who we truly are. So having Mars in your area of relationships for such a long time is going to give you the opportunity in 2014 to restructure relationships, and to take a look at, what's being mirrored back to you, what's coming up for you in relationships. And on the one hand, you want to be standing for yourself. Hey, this is who I am, this is what I need, this is what I want. But also you want to be listening to your husband. You want to be listening to your wife. You want to be listening to your business partners. You want to be listening to other people to, be aware of the feedback they're giving you, because these are clues to what you need to be doing in 2014, where your path needs to be going. And Mars is our drive in life. Mars is our energy. Without Mars, we can't do anything. I don't care, what you got going on with Venus or Saturn or Pluto. Mars is what gets us up in the morning. Mars is what gets us out in the door. Mars is what got me dressed and here today to be with you. So Mars is so vital to us. Like Venus, these are our personal planets. Mars tells me, how you direct your energy in life wherever your Mars is. And so Mars is a major player in 2014, because Mars is not only activating your 7th house, the area of relationships for you, giving you the opportunity to restructure your relationships, but Mars is triggering the Pluto-Uranus square, which also has Jupiter involved in it, because Jupiter is in Cancer. These are the cardinal signs. These are powerful, action-orientated signs. These are the signs that kick off the seasons. You kick off spring in the Northern Hemisphere, Libra kicks off fall. Southern Hemisphere, you kick off fall, Libra kicks off spring. So you're kicking off a new season, you're action-orientated, you're powerful, and your energy is best directed in focused outlets that bring you what you want. Now, one of the challenges for you this year is to not overreact, to not over-respond, not react to the energy, because it's very easy for you at times, because this energy is going to be really powerful, is to go on the attack. But then you could attack the people that are trying to help you, okay? So a lot of times it's really important to just, okay, I feel like, saying something to this person or doing something here, but it's better to wait until you calm down, and then you can be more proactive in your approach. Because you could go on, the offensive, that's the word. You could go on the offensive with people that are actually trying to help you. And then you're like, okay, oh, I blew that up. Oh, So be aware, you're going to have a lot of energy this year. And it starts right in January with the Capricorn new moon in your 10th house of career and destiny and what you do in the world. Uranus is in your sign. Uranus is direct now. Uranus is flying forward. Uranus is purging you of the past, of things that are holding you down or holding you back or limiting you. Uranus wants you to be in the driver's seat. Uranus wants you to be powerful. Uranus doesn't mind if you blow things up, because Uranus just wants liberation and freedom for you. So Uranus is like, you don't need that relationship, and then he's like, wait a minute, yeah, I do. Yeah, I want that person in my life. Excuse me. So be aware. You have a lot of power in 2014. You have a lot of energy. You're directing Uranus. Mars is the ambassador to Uranus because Uranus is in Aries, and Mars rules Aries. You see, so Mars is taking his cues from Uranus, and Uranus is get rid of the status quo, get rid of the bankers, get rid of the power elite, free the people, free the individual, empower the individual. But we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? So we want to be aware of where the energy is going, how we're directing ourselves, and how we are affecting others. And you're going to get a lot of feedback from people in 2014 because Mars is in the sign of Libra, the area of relationships for you. So your relationships are really going to give you a lot of feedback as to how you are affecting not only yourself, but how you are affecting everyone else, how others are responding to you. So this is going to be a powerful year. Now, Mars, being the major player in 2014, is going to be activating the Uranus-Pluto life-changing square for at least the first 6 months through June, I would say. I think you're going to like the second half of 2014 better than the first half. And the reason is because there's a lot of good things coming your way, and especially in the second half. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But it is important what Mars is doing here because Mars represents the power of the individual. It is time that David slays Goliath. It is time that the individual take its power back from the systems that be and make those systems work for the individual. A society is only as good as healthy as the individual. So we have to take care of our people so that we have a society that's vibrant and thriving and prosperous. And Mars is on the path to trigger that. And so you can experience evolutionary breakthroughs. And if something's breaking down, it means it needs a breakthrough. If you go to my website, I have a lot of tools there I put up in the left-hand column on the home page and many of the pages where you can click on the coaching tools. I put the Shift for Visionaries up, Personal Visionary Path is up, Brilliant Breakthroughs is up, True Values. I'm going to continue to add programs as we go along that I feel that if you use will empower you and strengthen you with the astrology. So we have the intense grand square continuing in 2014, and it kicks off with a supermoon. We have 5 supermoons in 2014, and the first one is January 1st. So it's like, welcome to January 1st. All the planets are talking. All the planets have something to say, and Mars is leading the way, which means Aries, you're leading the way to this new era, to this age of Aquarius with the Aquarians, because Uranus rules Aquarius, and Uranus is in your sign. And Mars is activating this square, and it starts on January 1st, and it goes through April and June. So Mars is very busy all the way through June with Pluto and Uranus and Jupiter. Okay, so we've got Capricorn, which rules the area of your life that has to do with your life path destiny, what you do in the world, your destiny in the world, how you express your unique individuality in the world, your human beingness in the world. And so you've got Venus there helping you, okay, because Venus is going to be smoothing things over in the career area. And perhaps giving you a promotion, perhaps giving you some new ideas for a new business. So Venus is your ally, and of course Venus rules your 7th house of marriage and partnership, the lover. And so Venus is up there in the 10th house in your area of career and destiny, helping you with this Pluto that's up there. Okay, so Pluto is in the area of your career and your destiny. And, you know, so this is what's happening. So career, is being activated. What you do in the world is being activated. How you show up in the world, how you present yourself, your relationships. Now, Jupiter's down in the area of foundation, inner power, personal power, support from family, support at home. So Jupiter is giving you emotional support. And this is good. So Jupiter is helping through the first 7 months of the year, helping support you, helping to empower you. Mars is in the area of 7th, so it's a cross. It's 4 squares, 2 oppositions. Mars is going to be challenging, squaring Jupiter and Pluto and opposing Uranus in 2014, and especially during peak periods. Now, I'll go into detail each month as to how this is affecting things in a deeper perspective. This is the overview, but the big story in 2014 is what Mars is doing, and that's you, Aries. So the big focus is, okay, what's going on with the Aries, what's going on with Mars, and what is Pluto and Uranus doing with all of us. So with Mars in Libra, squaring Jupiter and Pluto and opposing Uranus, this is about action and growth. This is about growth forcing action. This can give you increased physical strength and the ability to take risks. Mars square Pluto can force you to pull up your bravery and your courage. It does make us courageous when Mars squares Pluto. It's like, I'm taking no prisoners. I'm going after what I want. I am sick of being told I can't have this, or, it's out of my reach. I'm going to find a path to make it happen. And that's a shift for visionaries. I'm a visionary, and many of you that are watching or listening are visionaries. And if you go to my homepage, you can read about the shift for visionaries. But visionaries, that's what they do. They see the present as perfect. And the reason is because we can use the present to get where we want to go. So with Mars activating Pluto like this, you want to follow your instincts. You want to follow your intuition. The intellect can fail us, but your instincts will be right on. This can increase your ambition. This can make your physical endurance strong because it's invoking courage. It's invoking action. And it's time we cut through the baloney in our government and these systems and really take charge of our lives and take the power back and empower ourselves. Now, the downside with this is you want to watch for getting tired, because Mars Pluto can blow out your adrenals and you can get exhausted with it. So just watch for burnout, okay? It's like if you're really strong one day, get a lot done. If you wake up tired the next day, don't push. You know what I mean? Like, so it's going to be up and down for all of us with the Pluto-Uranus. It's a roller coaster with Uranus, and it is in your sign. So on the days you feel energetically strong, take action, make things happen. The days you're feeling exhausted or tired, rest, take a cat nap. Don't push yourself those days. Do what you got to do, but then, rest and work it like that. Days you feel physically strong, get a lot done. Days you're not feeling so strong, don't push yourself. Okay, so Mars opposed Uranus, that's about standing up for yourself and what your rights are, okay? Now, that's a good thing to do, is to fight for your freedom and fight for your independence. And you will be ready to make bold moves in 2014. And do it. Make those bold moves. Not during Mercury retrograde. Mercury will retrograde 3 times. The first one is February 6th through February 28th. So it starts in Pisces and then it goes back in Aquarius. The reason you don't want to make bold moves with Mercury retrograde is we never have all the facts, we never have all the information, things can backfire, but when Mercury's not retrograde, take action. Also, you're going to retrograde. Well, Mars is going to retrograde. Aries isn't going to retrograde. Mars is going to retrograde. Mars will retrograde March 1st through May 20th. I would say not to make any bold moves during that time period. After that period, absolutely. But again, you want to, not react to what's happening. You want to respond. Do you know what I mean? You want to be careful because there's going to be this oh, I just want to go on the attack. But then again, you could burn the friends that are trying to help you, or you could burn, your partner, it's like your partner could get frustrated with you because, you're reacting rather than responding to the energy. You can make brilliant breakthroughs in 2014. You can carve out a new path destiny that you want. You can make things happen for yourself. You absolutely can with this energy. However, you want to hang loose and make sure you have all the facts before you, confront somebody, okay? Because this is a confrontational energy. This is an energy where you want to confront things. You want to get to the bottom of things. You want to cut through the baloney, and you want to get to the truth. And it's how you go about it, right? We want to win friends and influence others. We don't want to, burn away those that we need and that are here to help us. So use it as your ally. Now, when Mars goes direct on May 20th, then you can take action. Then you can move forward and make things happen. When Mars is retrograde, it's not the time to push. It's not the time to push yourself, because your ruling planet is saying, no, let's go back over things. Let's go back and review things. Let's go back and take a look at how far we've come, and let's strategize on what we want to do when we go direct, May 20th. Let's strategize for the end of May. Okay, now Venus is going to retrograde, and going into the new year, she retrogrades on solstice, the 21st, and then she goes direct on January 31st. Venus is helping you. Venus is in your area of life that has to do with what you do in the world, your profession in the world, your business in the world. So Venus is really helping to bring new opportunities for you and to make you shine with those in authority, your boss, who you work for. Jupiter is retrograde until March 6th. Jupiter can help you feel the emotional support. Jupiter can help you to buy a new property, to refurnish a property, to do renovation on a property. Saturn is in Scorpio. Saturn will retrograde March 2nd through July 20th in Scorpio. So with Saturn, you want to pay attention to the money going out, taxes, debt, loans. You want to look at how you can restructure that so that you have better loans, paying less in taxes. You're lowering the debt while you're increasing your income. And so you want to pay attention to that. And there are new sources of income coming in for you. I would say May onward is going to be a better time for you for increasing your income and attracting more income. And then in July, when Jupiter goes into Leo, this is going to be really good, because Leo is 5 signs from you. Leo is a sister sign. When Jupiter goes into Leo, and Jupiter goes into Leo July 17th. Jupiter enters Leo July 17th and will be in Leo until end of July 2015. That means Jupiter is now going to be sending positive energy to you. And that's, like I said, it's going to continue through 2015. That's why I'm getting this, that, once we get past the Mars opposing Uranus, and the last one will be June 25th, once we get past that, and then we start getting into July, things are going to start lifting for you. Things are going to start getting easier for you. And the last Pluto-Uranus square will be on December 14th for 2014. We have 2 exact ones, one in April and one in December. Those are going to be really hot periods. April is going to be super intense because we have the Uranus-Pluto square exact on April 21st, and we also have a lunar eclipse on April 14th and 15th in Libra, and that's in your 7th house. So relationships, you know, if they've been toxic, they're probably going to, you know, come to a completion in April. However, that's going to clear the field so that you can get with someone who's more appropriate. Now, if you haven't been in a relationship, this can bring a relationship, okay? Eclipses are endings and beginnings. If you haven't been in a relationship, then you're going to get in a relationship. If you've been in a relationship but it's toxic and dysfunctional, you may be pushed out of it. Not everybody, some of you. Again, these are general readings, okay? And you'll know if the relationship's working for you or if it isn't, okay? But April is a hot time because that's when we have a total lunar eclipse in Libra. And then 2 weeks later, we have an annular solar eclipse, partial eclipse, in Taurus on the 28th and 29th. And then we'll have a total lunar eclipse in your sign on October 8th and 9th in Aries. So, you know, so you can see that it's about, you know, how you present yourself in the world, what you're doing in the world, where you live, your relationships. These are the areas that are going to be most activated in 2014 for you. Now, like I said, Jupiter is moving into Leo, which is a sister sign, and harmonizes with you. So Jupiter is going to bring, in the second half of 2014 and then in the first half of 2015, new potential for love, new potential for relationship. It's going to bring new opportunity for self-confidence. It's going to make you feel better about yourself. It's going to make you feel better about your life. It's going to make you feel better about where you're going, what you're doing. It is going to empower your creative self-expression, risk-taking, romance. It's going to make your relationship with your children better. It's going to make, you know, you better in sports. It's going to make you feel better about yourself, and it's going to open up this whole new creative self-expression. So Jupiter is working for you, like I said, the second half, because it's going to be pouring positive energy into all of your Aries. Any planets you have in Aries, it's going to harmonize with it. Venus is helping you. Venus is in that area of career and destiny, and she is helping you, and then she moves into Aquarius, and that increases income, and then into Pisces, and then into your sign. And so Venus is your ally, Venus is helping you. Jupiter is your ally, Jupiter is helping you. Now there are the Mercury retrogrades, and we talked about the first one, February 6th through the 28th. And then there's Mercury retrograde, June 7th through July 1st. And then Mercury retrograde October 4th through the 25th. So when Mercury retrogrades in June, that'll be in Cancer and Gemini, and that has to do with where you're living, who you're living with, communication, speaking, writing, traveling, your transportation. So you may be making some changes at that time. And then it retrogrades in Scorpio, Libra, and that has to do with relationships again. So here we are with relationships with you. It's a very big theme for you in 2014. And then, you know, the eclipses are there, the lunar eclipse in Libra, and then the Aries total lunar eclipse again on October 8th and 9th, solar eclipse in Taurus, partial, and that's April 28th and 29th. And again, I'll go into detail when we get into the monthlies. And then the partial solar eclipse in Scorpio at 0 degrees Scorpio. This is about you restructuring debt. This is about you restructuring your finances. And then the final solar eclipse will be a Scorpio. We have 5 supermoons in 2014, and I'll go into that in the monthlies. None of them are in Aquarius, Aries, or Libra. So, but for you, the big one is the lunar eclipse, October 8th and 9th. You know, this is about you. This is about how you show up in the world. This is about your life path destiny. You know, this is about relationships for you. This is about you really getting to know your unconscious mind, really getting to know like how you are perhaps projecting yourself onto others, and then they're mirroring that back to you, and it's bringing you to conscious awareness of, oh, I didn't realize I do that. Oh, I didn't realize I came across that way. But that's going to give you the opportunity to adjust your path and adjust, you know, how you approach others, and so that you create that win-win. That's the key with Mars and Pluto and Mars and Uranus and Mars, you know, forming the T-square, the grand square is really, you know, how am I coming across to others? How can I create the win-win so that others are helping me and not feeling the need to move against me? That's really important. Remember, you are a powerful creator. You're creating your reality through your thoughts, your words, your actions. You can create inner peace that will replace anxiety and fear when you use your heart, your mind, your spirit to balance yourself, to center yourself, to ground yourself. Use the coaching tools I have on my website. They're my gift to you to empower you, you know, and, you know, really discover your personal vision path, you know. This is a good year for you because it really is, I think, for some of you, you're getting on a new life path. You're making some really bold new moves, some really bold new changes. And it is going to really help you to create what you want, to create a better life for yourself. You want to be careful to not go on the attack with others because, again, Mars is really in the driver's seat in 2014, and when it activates the Pluto and the Uranus and the grand square, you know, you can feel, you know, really worked up. And so, you know, be in your integrity. Stand for yourself in a manner that is definite and appropriate for you, and also create the win-win. And know that it's going to get better, you know, because by the end of the year, Saturn enters Sagittarius. Saturn will enter Sagittarius by the end of 2014. And right at the end, Saturn goes into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a sister sign, like Leo. And when Saturn goes into Sagittarius, you're going to start getting all of the rewards of all of the hard work you've been doing these last 3 years. And really, since Pluto entered Capricorn and Uranus entered your sign in 2010, you're going to start to see the rewards when Saturn enters Sagittarius at the end of 2014, and then all of 2015, 16, 17. You're going to start seeing some big paydays coming your way. You're going to have a new future vision. You're going to be able to overcome obstacles, and you will have new sources of income. You will have the opportunity to travel more. You will have the opportunity to go to school or teach, whatever your heart's desire is. You want to navigate the first 7 months, you know, to the best of your ability with the Mars activating the grand square, starting on January 1st, going all the way through till the end of June. But then things are really going to start to shift for you in July and then forward, because when Jupiter enters Leo, that's going to bring opportunities to you. That's going to bring new relationships to you, not only romantic, but also business partners. It's going to open you up creatively and give you new ideas. And then by the end of the year, Saturn will be in Sagittarius, which is a sister sign, and that will free up income. That will free up new sources of income for you, and it will also create new opportunities for travel and education, and empower you. So, you know, like I said, is be in your integrity, stand for yourself, but don't engage in useless action. Recognize that people are mirrors to you, and that, you want to create that win-win with the key people in your life. Your partners are your allies. So create that win-win with them. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast. You're so awesome, Aries. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like to work with me, it's very easy. The links are below. And until next time, who cares if the sky cares to fall in the sea? Who cares what banks fell at Yonkers, as long as you've got the kiss that conquers? Why should I care? My life is one long jubilee, as long as I care for you and you care for me.